that he didn't ask me to make the speech because I am the man he took out for a pint after work and I ended up waking up in New York. So, the best man is Mr. Lynn Ledbetter.
Thank you, Sportbook. Hi everybody, my name's Lynn, I'm Jan's brother in case I haven't met you already. Congratulations Jan and Kasia, I'm so delighted and excited for you. Yours is fine. Now, no one can imagine my delight when Jan asked me to be his best man. Having gathered meticulously 44 years of material, I sometimes thought I might not get the chance to use it. So, from this point forward, I will refer to Jan as Jan, because that's how he loves to be addressed. Just in case you didn't know. Jan is a fantastic dresser, largely because he copies my fashion. Yet again, even on your wedding day, you're copying my suit. Now, apart from... The problem is for Jan, he has very large hands and feet. Does anybody know how big Jan's feet are? How do you know? Yes, they're 13. Now, this brings me to the elephant in the room. And I know no one wants to say it. But Jan is a short ass. His diminutive stature only gives way to the fact he has very large hands and feet. And as we know, this leads you to being very good at sport. Jan could have been a fantastic rugby player, great ball handling skills. He also could have been was a fantastic swimmer, but would rather spend most of his time on our family holidays holding his breath submerged under 3 meters of swimming pool water. In fact, on these holidays, we'd often, during the daytime, only see him for a total of 17 minutes, all of which was him gulping the air before descending to the depths again. Who knows what he was up to down there? Do you still love diving, Bubba? Do you still love diving? As a brother, sometimes it's my duty to ring Jan just to wind him up. And let me give you an example of how the conversation goes. I ring Jan up, and he answers the phone like this. Hello? I reply, Jan, have you got an LCD screen on your phone? Does my name appear on it? To which Jan replies, fuck off, Bubba, and hangs up. He in turn takes every opportunity he can to wind me up. His tactics are he rings me up, and I answer the phone, and silence. And he gets me every time. Eventually, I say, how are you, Jan? And he goes, I'm all right. And I proceed with the conversation like I rung him. And then he hangs up. He's the master of that. So we've had a lot of adventures together, but one time I made the mistake of, well, let me give you some advice. Don't share a room with Jan. Oops, too late, Kasia. We went to our stepsister's wedding together. Literally. We had a lovely time. I went to bed. It was about 2 in the morning when we went to bed. We had a lovely room with an ensuite above the railway station. Some small tavern in Suffolk. About 5 in the morning, I was rudely awoken with someone fumbling around with the windows. What it appeared to be in my half-asleep state was Jan trying to climb out of the window. Initially, I was worried because he is known as a sleepwalker. I was worried he was up to some railway antics. However, it turned out he just needed a wee. So, with one leg out of the window, he weed onto the shelter which dripped onto the platform. I didn't, at the time being a brother, think it was appropriate to point out to him there was an ensuite in the room. But I did. Now Jan and I had a lovely childhood. Our parents both worked, so we were brought up largely by our nan and our granddad, Bob and Edna, and our grandpa and grandma, Muriel and John, Billy and John, and we saw mum a lot more and dad occasionally when they weren't working, and we used to play all sorts of games, and as the older brother I had to look after my brother. And one game I devised was, we had an alley near us called Dead Man's Alley. Jan loved this game. I made this rule up that if you went up Dead Man's Alley after 5 o'clock, your big brother had to whack you with a cricket bat, otherwise you'd have bad dreams. Fortunately, Jan and his friend Nobby fell for this every time, so they'd get back from their escapade up Dead Man's Alley, and they'd bend over in our front yard to receive their punishment, which I dutifully admonished. Being brothers, we also did a lot of competitive sports, snooker, darts, cycling. Jan failed to beat me at anything over the years. Actually, no, he was very good at running. I think he beat me a couple of times, and darts. And I just thought this would be a nice occasion because I know how close he was to, particularly Bob and Edna, our nan and granddad, and our dad, who's sadly passed away, to do a toast to our grandparents and mum and dad. So, can I borrow your wine, Don? For the sake of Jan and our parents, grandparents, nan and granddad, mum and dad. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know when anybody here skis. I'll just give you a bit of background. Jan considers himself an excellent skier. Ski runs are graded green easy to black very hard. Jan is an excellent skier. If you judge an excellent skier by someone who spends his whole day posing on blue runs. As if you've learnt to ski in the 80s, which of course Jan has. Occasionally I try to get Jan off the blue runs, but he shakes his head and says there's no posing to be had on those black tricky things. I've been fine on the blue runs, thank you very much. Since Jan has met Kasia, he has developed even more time for me, thank you Kasia. Kasia has involved herself wonderfully with all of us, and we are very glad to welcome you into our family, and we welcome ourselves into yours, if that's okay. My other job is to toast the bridesmaids, and I believe you have one bridesmaid. So, toast to Maria. And if I may extend that to all the other ladies here, and to my gorgeous wife as well, toast to all the ladies. And I'd just like to finish off, thank you for your time and attention, I'm finishing off now. Jan, you are a wonderful brother, I love you, you are fantastic, you're loyal, you're very generous, you're good fun, and you're really good at one thing, partying. So, we're here for a good time, not a long time. To Jan and Kasia.
Thank you, Dr. Nisselroy there, thank you very much. And just one last time, let's hear a big round of applause for the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Ledbetter. Now, I'm going to play some music now. Hopefully some of you will dance. If you don't dance, I will cry, because I've spent every night this past week programming and mixing this dancing, so hopefully you'll have some. Let's party!